Aries, welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome. If you're new to my channel, thank you for joining me. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, welcome to another Aries Tarot. Love tarot, love reading, love messages. Let's take a deep dive and see what's going on today. Their feelings for you, thoughts, intentions, what you might need to know, don't see coming, any moves being made, who and what is coming through. Let's go. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us what we need to see for Aries today. Please show us the cards. Aho. It's the Seven of Cups. Okay. Yeah, wow. This is really telling already. The Seven of Cups in the upright, the Hierophant in reverse in the partnership placement, the King of Pentacles in the upright, and lo and behold, where their energy is very strong, Aries, we do have the Two of Wands. You are waiting on somebody, and it's very clearly around long-term commitment energy. For some of you, it's quite literally marriage. Wow. But I want to validate the energy for me around waiting for somebody literally to make some kind of a choice or move, and it is a life-changing energy is what I wanted to say, and it's extremely validating with the World card here as well. Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius energies, and by the way, the Two of Wands is Mars and Aries energy. Yeah, I mean, the two major arcana is already on the table. The Hierophant in reverse, this is a card of commitments. Long-term energy, again, could be connecting to marriage and maybe even like paperwork around it, but it's definitely around that. And what I do like about the reversal energy in the partnership placement is it's really like if you haven't been in alignment or in agreement about something, about somebody possibly needing to make a really big literal move, changing their life situation, like somebody making a bigger change or not agreeing on the path that you're going on, for example, like moving in versus marriage, or if other people are involved. That's the other thing. Is somebody more traditional and somebody's not? Cultural, religious differences. What I like about the reversal is it's in particular in the partnership placement, it's like the two of you coming to some kind of compromise or conclusion, really. Because it's really clear with our King of Pentacles, one of our four kings under the Emperor, but the king around the pentacle energy, the commitment, is on the other end is the Seven of Cups. So the very first card coming down today, which is literal also on the other end of the Two of Wands around this person that you're waiting to make a choice who has been having some commitment issues. Distance, other people, literally issues around the next level, moving in, marriage is quite strong, but it really is going to be specific for you. Because here in the World card, it's really validating that we're at the end of a cycle now. So what have the obstacles been in order to move forward into that full energy for a new path? Taking a chance together, but completing the picture between the two of you, yeah, is really what is coming through here. That's what this is. And it's pretty literal with the World card in your overall energy. Catty corner here, where their energy is quite strong with the Two of Wands. Kitty cornered energy. Because this is, this is a weight. One hand is on a wand. The other hand is holding up the world. Connecting me directly to the World card, to this new cycle, to communication. Moving forward. Completion. What is this other wand? Because it is like bolted, you know what I mean, down. For a lot of you, it's extremely validating, and obviously you know this, that it's around distance. I don't think that's the case for everybody, but I also want to validate it can always be the case that it's more than one one thing, you know, like it's a culmination of things. Yeah. So there's definitely some, well, you can see it in your head, kind of a sleepless energy here in the Nine of Swords around everything. It's not only in the partnership placement, it's connected to the King of Pentacles, but it's also catty corner to the Seven of Cups energy of, excuse me, the person that you are waiting on. And right below that is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Virgo and Mercury energy. And that's definitely an energy around things having either stopped, not moved forward, at sort of a, maybe a standstill, or again, not in agreement somehow. One pentacle shy of the Ten of Pentacles. Were things just about there? Were they already there and they kind of fell apart? Who's holding that 10th pentacle? We can see it's literally the King of Pentacles who you are waiting on. Yeah. And boy, is this ever clear. This is quite literally what this is, the Seven of Pentacles. Venus and Taurus energy. You've been really patient waiting for something kind of major, I feel like. And for a lot of you, again, it's really validating around marriage. But again, it's just around all the work that's been put into it. Leaning here on the staff with the 7th pentacle by their feet, like reflecting on everything and looking at these six pentacles, literally. So reciprocity in giving, like I put in this and this and this, and I'm just waiting for this now. It's literal here with the Two of Wands as well. Could it also be about communicating about it and the feelings about it, like feelings about this future energy? Yeah, but I feel like it's more, it's a pretty literal weight here. And it's interesting with our Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Nine of Swords in the upright, and then also here the Nine of Wands in the upright, Moon and Sagittarius energy. Because it's, somebody looks a little leery about it, holding on to the 9th wand with the eight wands behind them. And that's around communication, but definitely a little bit, defensive is the word that I want to use, but yeah, boundaries kind of energy. Because clearly there's a weight that's going on here. What are the details around the weight? I'm not always privy to all the details, and I really don't need to be. The King of Wands just came down. Your reading is pretty validating, Aries, that there is a coming together kind of energy. There is definitely movement happening here. There is movement happening here. Two of Wands, you come out of the Two of Wands, you go into the Three of Wands, the Sun in Aries. That could be literal around travel. It's right in the middle of your overall energy of the World card. So for some of you, that could just be across the street, across town, city, state. For a lot of you, it could be across the country or even across the world. Traveling energy is clear. It's also really validating that it won't be for everyone that it's around literal travel, but it is around the choice you're waiting for them to make, and it is around the move. And there are the Two of Wands, and here's somebody looking out into the distance, holding on to the 3rd wand, and that is around coming together. It's an expansive energy. And it's interesting because it is the Sun in Aries, and the Sun connects me to Leo, and we are now in a time where Jupiter has come out of Cancer and is going to be in Leo for the next, year. An energy around, this bold move literally here. What choice or move have you been waiting for them to make? Because there's an energy here of being ready to begin that journey. Also really validating with our King of Wands, who's kind of looking over the entire reading. So now we have 2 of our 4 kings down. And I would say that movement around the king, like this is what I'm going to do, I'm ready, is connected literally to their cohort here, the King of Pentacles. It's around the commitment. The Death card. The Queen of Swords. Whoa. Okay, there's some really specific energy that's coming in. Okay, and the Queen of Cups. So I want to validate for those of you that there has been some kind of, well, that perhaps some of the one of the obstacles, okay, it's very specific, could be around a third party as in a person. I want to validate third party energy for me is not always about just people, even romantic. It can be about distance, a job, like what is going on in the world card, the life, you know. But I'm looking at you, Queen of Swords, who's right behind the Death card, around some major changes, some major transformational energy, right in between the major arcana, the Hierophant in reverse, and the Nine of Swords in the upright. So I do want to validate if there is a third-party involvement romantically or even non-romantically, somebody who would have expectations on someone, or it's even in their head, because that's the other thing, the Nine of Swords. It's like totally in their head here. You know, Hierophant in reverse, Queen of Swords. It could literally be, excuse me, my throat chakra is going kind of bonkers. It could literally be a person in somebody's ear or in their life. Like, this is how it needs to be, you know, having expectations. I mean, and it's connected here directly to the Seven of Cups around the commitment issues as well. Queen of Swords, or excuse me, Queen of Cups is connecting with our Queen of Swords. So two of our queens here at this point, out of the four under the Empress. But the Queen of Cups is in reverse. So that's the other thing. There's either another person, romantic or otherwise here, but I also I also want to validate if somebody is in a vice, if somebody would need to get it together and get out of some indecision about something they need to change. Again, whether it's a person, a vice, or it's connected to money or what. That's super validating here. And also validating around the energy of the Death card of, yeah, oh my gosh. I tell you what, a lot of the specific messages today are, well, they're pretty specific. They're coming through really clearly. So as I say that, as you can see, the major arcana Temperance is here. More fiery energy. Sagittarius connected to the heart chakra. This is Archangel Michael, who just wants to get everybody on the path to the truth. It's an energy of also patience, the wait that's been here. So it could be for some of you that you're just waiting for somebody to get that vice under control or make this decision between using their own, following their own heart and breaking free from traditions or breaking free from other people's expectations. And again, it does come through really quite strongly if there is some kind of a vice here that they need to, it has to stop. It has to stop. In any case, what I do really like about Temperance coming in here today in the upright is it is restoring balance. It is restoring harmony. It's getting into a balanced energy, which clearly has not been the case here. Yeah, and it's super validating, again, around the patience that you've had to exercise, endure, I guess I want to say, around this. And it goes without saying the truth here. So that could literally also be connecting to something that already went down that's playing a part in why things are where they are. I need to bring in what else is wanting to come in, okay? It's definitely a very validating reading today. The bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords, and it's in reverse. So that's interesting because it does connect me here with our King of Wands. It's air energy, of course. So connecting us to Libra and Gemini and Aquarius. And it's both around like this energy of communication. So whether you're just not communicating well or you're not at all. But it also is really validating around connecting this energy, connecting me to you, like around this weight here and being in your head. It's also validating around somebody's, it's around like a decision here again, but it's also around one I feel like perhaps this person is what it's coming through as made. Again, what is that about? It's very specific, whether it's around money or other people, what exactly that is. And this energy of not being honest. So if you're waiting for somebody to tell you the truth about this thing, person, place, or thing, because I think it's really specific for a lot of you, there is movement coming in here. And here we are, the Emperor's here. This is your energy, Aries, and of course, it's one of our 4 cardinal signs, our leader. 1 of 4, so coming in Aries here, but bringing in that energy surrounding the cardinal sign, Libra, Capricorn, Cancer. But the Emperor here is strategizing, making some plans, literally making some moves here today. Divine masculine energy holding on to the Ankh, the divine feminine, divine masculine energy around that, the yin-yang energy, and the authoritative energy of the Emperor. So we could definitely be connecting this with issues that have been surrounding work or money or third-party relationships. This is not even a question. But what's really super clear, oh my gosh, my throat chakra, is look, the Emperor is here in the upright, connecting with the Hierophant in reverse, more divine masculine energy, connecting to the Death card, the World card. What choice have you been waiting for this person to make? What are these commitment issues around? Because this is like incoming energy around movement. And for me, it's definitely around communicating. You can see it also here, look, in the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. The Sun in Capricorn energy. And I got to tell you, it does connect with something that, gosh, it might be connecting for some of you around money. It's an energy like of somebody who was really chasing this or doing that, and now there's a point here that's sort of like everything was lost or things have changed. And it's coming here with the Page of Cups, even just how they're looking here, connecting and kind of covering up the Death card almost, of another chance, a second chance. But I want to tell you, it's also connecting, it's also connecting here with this energy of coming in a higher vibration, the death of the ego, the Death card and the Emperor completely connected here. Nice, healthy ego in the Emperor, and I like that it's in the upright. And the Death card is here because that is an energy for me today of somebody who's coming in a different vibration. This is really strong around a second chance kind of energy, and somebody who's either changed or is changing. Also, really validating with our Queen of Pentacles around whatever this vice is, but also the person that you're waiting on. The new beginning here, matters of the heart, but there is like a little bit of a sign from spirit guides, angels, ancestors. It says, just take a closer look at this. My protege to the Empress is the Queen of Pentacles. Lots of Gaia energy here, and emotional kind of openness and availability and opening up energy can make things work that didn't. And it's the counterpart to the King of Pentacles, who is here, and it's quite literally landing here. So you're both here, and this is definitely about long-term commitment, and all the stuff that's underneath, whatever's going on, something is changing around that. Yeah, gosh. And talk about patience required here. Boy, is that validating as the Knight of Pentacles comes in today. In the upright. Pentacle, the slowest energy, the slowest Knight here, and once again, a lot of patience around it. A lot of work it's been, I feel like, in this connection somehow. Right, I mean, it's coming here, right? above the Seven of Pentacles. It's touching here on the Two of Wands, also the weight, the Three of Wands. It's catty corner here, kitty cornered, with our King of Wands around somebody being ready. And here we go, the last two tarot coming in, the Magician, the Knight of Wands. The as above, so below energy of the Magician. Everything here available, all the resources available, also telling me that we are moving past that full energy of taking a new path forward, like taking a chance. The Magician is quite literally connected here to the solar plexus chakra around I do. That's also where the sun is in the Chariot. And also the throat chakra, communication. It's also where the Hierophant is. And I forgot to mention, you could be here in real time as I upload. You could be here days, weeks, months, years later. So trust the timing when you're here. But as I channel for you, I am channeling in Mercury retrograde in Cancer. Yeah, Mercury retrograde in Cancer energy. Again, and Leo having moved out of, Leo having moved out of Cancer, in Jupiter having moved out of Cancer into Leo. Just not surprising to me at all. The potential here for this new beginning, what's here is really super, super, super strong. A new beginning for sure. And I want to say the opportunity kind of coming in could also be around how you communicate it. So at a particular event, or even around a specific date. That's interesting. But making things happen here, literally. The Pentacle, the Cup, the Sword, the Wand, and the Mastery energy. Like, I figured it out. Or I'm figuring it out. And coming in here with the Knight of Wands, who's also fast. Or who is faster, I would say, than the Knight of Pentacles. But a knight literally on the move. And I do want to validate something here. Look, it's right here with the Seven of Pentacles. So if this has been around for some of you, platonic and or physical, or somebody, who has not been ready for that next level or to even talk about it, it is really validating. There is some of that energy here. I mean, I'm looking at you, Page of Cups. I'm looking at you, Knight of Wands. Either way, it's also really clear here that this is an energy that is brewing, that's moving. So whether you're around each other, you're not around each other, I want to bring in some oracle. This is going down. Unfinished Symphony is here. Again, a new cycle kind of energy. Somebody waiting here on this egg, which would hold a lot of possibilities. Underneath it is, as you can see, is a keyboard. This always connects me, and it does connect me today as well, because there's a Joker on here, okay, and it's connected to the Knight of Wands. It does connect me also to how this has been, what's been going on. If somebody has been immature about things, not really clear. Again, there might even be some chronological years here, or going from platonic and or physical, whatever the case is. There is also this energy of kind of balancing things out, because that's definitely been here. I don't know if this is specifically just you giving more. I think that is here. But I do think it's more. Okay, yeah, fork in the road. Where do you go from here? Serendipity. Somebody, coming in, things coming to fruition. It's a four-leaf clover. This energy also connects me to the Wheel of Fortune. Somebody's riding this serendipity here. So how things are coming about here, and what this means for the possibilities of the future. Fork in the road, which direction to go, literally. Never-ending story, loyal heart. Has somebody, okay, this never-ending story energy we're getting out of this energy. This is a 10. It is a new cycle. But it also really tells me that, yeah, there's been a long wait. That's going to be subjective to what is long for you. And it could be that that third party energy that I'm feeling, whether it's a thing, a person, a vice, whatever it is, that there's like stuff that's been said about it for a long time. Like it's kind of like that, like a cycle. Also, what this person is telling themselves in their head, like there's a little timing kind of energy here. You can see the sand coming out of this hourglass, and there's a heart in here. Yes, no, maybe. The indecision is also really clear around this person that you're waiting for. That I feel like you love, that you both love each other. But there's obviously been things going on. There, you can see here, loyal heart has come down, Aries. And it is two owls looking at each other, and it's very strong Emperor, Empress energy for me. They're both wearing crowns. It's pretty intense. Also very emotionally intense. Owls are, excuse me, my gosh, Scorpios. They can hold some things back, but they're both very wise. They're both looking at each other like sizing each other up, you know. So I do feel like there's some kind of power struggle energy going on. But it also feels like legitimate, what you need for them to change, the choice they need to make, the move. It's almost like nobody was going to give, you know what I mean, given. Okay, and I think these are the last ones, yeah. The bottom of the deck, come to the edge. It's a 9. Somebody's throwing hearts off this edge here, and it's here with Temperance, the Emperor, the Magician, the World card. There's no place like home. This is one of those energies that sometimes can bring in a literal dwelling, and I do think for some of you that is really validating here, perhaps of somebody coming back in, but it's connected to the conflict that's been going on around, for me, around the relationship. It's also connected to the 5th chakra, the throat chakra. It's here unfinished. It's here around the weight. There's definitely communication, whether you're already communicating and it's just opening up on a whole new level about what's been going on, or it's ending the lack of communication. Yeah, there is definitely some kind of mending and an apologetic energy that's here, but it's also more than that. Somebody is ready. Exchanging gifts, another 9. They're all over the table today. And mending is here. Showing 2 people in this energy of sewing this banner, both looking up, kind of reflecting on everything here, but sitting together and mending this banner, exchanging gifts. So it's like, yeah, healing, communicating, deciding. Somebody's been ready, somebody hasn't, somebody's been available, somebody hasn't. Whoa. Okay. No, that's too many. The Tarot Closet, channeled love messages. Remember, if you see here and or suspect my content anywhere but here on my verified channel on YouTube, the Tarot Closet, it means they're stealing it in whatever shape or form. My email is in the video description. Also, whoa, they're trying to all come in on the About Me page. So please let me know if that's the case. The bottom of the deck, my world changed when I met you. And that's the other thing. No place like home. Hello. How I missed that. The camera was about to end is beyond me, but that's because I don't look. You didn't miss anything. What I was saying is this no place like home energy is also coming in as, yeah, like you are home to me. But I do want to also validate here with all this movement energy, if there's a dwelling involved or somebody coming back to one or coming back into town. Now that's super specific, but it is here, and I do think it's pretty validating for a lot of you, in particular with the energy that's here today. So there is an apology that's here. And it's here on exchanging gifts and mending, and the Ace of Swords in reverse. So somebody not telling the truth, somebody made a bad decision, bad judgment, which obviously can be connected to not telling the truth as well. I'm waiting for the right time. Fork in the road, connected to the Page of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Magician, who the Magician and the Queen of Pentacles really just are very similar, the actual cards. You deserve so much more. It's like I don't deserve you, but I want you kind of energy. Yeah, you were so good to me. My world changed when I met you. Please forgive me. What is that about? It's just so specific for you. We belong together. You have changed me for the better, so it's here again. Fork in the road, is that you? Do you have one foot in, one foot out the door and waiting, you know? I feel your energy. I am so sorry I hurt you. Here on Please Forgive Me, mending, exchanging gifts, and your last channeled love message, Aries. I love you. It's going here on the Emperor, on the Page of Cups, the Magician. Beautiful Aries, that's your reading today, the Tarot Closet. I'm sending you love, and I'll see you next time.